You never forget the one that ran away without you. SoFi was it for me. Let's talk about it. Yo, what is going on, Premium Chasers? I hope you're having a God-blessed day today. Every single person that comments down below is going to get my 10 favorite Ark Options Strategy stocks, and most importantly, why. If you want that full list of 10 stock ideas, comment down below, and I'll personally respond to you with that full list. And while you're down there, please hit that like button and that subscribe button if I provide any value to you. But guys, today we're going to be doing a quick little update on the live portfolio that I featured here on the channel, where I deposited $5,000, and we're gonna set it on fire. So let's get it. But all jokes aside, as you guys know, I have my SoFi calls that are going to most likely be assigned tomorrow unless something absolutely crazy happens. You can see I have my SoFi here with my average cost basis of $16.09 per share, right? I originally purchased 100 shares of SoFi, and then I immediately started running some covered calls on it. And you could see what those look like in our trading log if you are following along. All these calculators, all that good stuff is free, guys. Take the guard down. All right, links are in the Facebook group, and join us. That link will be down below in the description. So let's talk about this, because listen, I'm a little upset that the shares are getting sold at $17.50. I'm not going to be somebody that tells you, oh, I don't care, at least I made a profit. Yeah, first and foremost, like, that's number one rule. Like Papa Warren says, right? Like, hey, what's the number one rule? Don't lose money. What's the second rule, right? Don't forget rule number one, right? Like that I always go back to that mental state. I'm like, hey, Pete, did you lose money? No, I didn't lose money. I purchased 100 shares at 1609, and I'm selling them at 1750. And I collected a little bit of premium along the way with some nice appreciation profit. Total all in this trade, right, in just a little over a month, yielded me just about 24%. Now, obviously, results vary, not financial advice. Dude on the internet have no idea what I'm talking about. You will lose money if you listen to me. But with that said, for me and my risk tolerance, listen, that's a fantastic trade, even if those shares get called away. Now, would that gains be higher if I sold it at the current value that we are at with SoFi, of what, $23 when I'm recording this? Absolutely, the gains would be higher. But I kind of go back to that thing, right? I go back to Papa Warren, right? Like, Papa, you telling me don't lose money. I didn't lose money, so I'm going to sleep just fine tomorrow on the 1st when the shares actually get called away. Now, some of you will try to manage your positions. Now, there's obviously, I have a couple other positions here. Today, we're really just primarily talking about covered calls. I do have the puts on AAL. I do got puts on Snapchat. What's the plan tomorrow? Well, once my shares get sold, well, there's going to be a move. So you're going to want to stay tuned for tomorrow's video. I'm going to show you how I'm going to deploy this extra, basically $1,700, closer to $1,800 that I'm going to be getting back tomorrow, that I'm going to be able to go and deploy into another opportunity. So stay tuned for that. Now, a lot of times we will try to like roll these positions and things like that. Now, I do that. Like, I do. Like, and you can see, I do. All right, but you can see I did 2 rolls on SoFi. Listen, I could keep rolling this. Like, you could keep rolling your position. Now, it's kind of like a blanket statement, but for the most part, there are options out there if you really want to roll out your positions. But with that said, to me, it wasn't worth it anymore. And this is like the biggest thing I would love for you to grasp from today's video. At least it's a big one for me, a learning moment in this game of investing. Number one, stocks, as we have seen, can go sideways on us. Look at Novo Nordisk. Look at that. Like, you know, this just as easily could have been down 20%, right? And, you know, people would be running for the hills, right? So, like, for me, when I think about it, I'm like, okay, Pete, what's my ROI on collateral goal, right? When I'm selling options, this isn't buy and hold. This isn't hope and pray. When I'm selling options, I have a sole purpose, guys. I have a sole purpose, and I treat it like a business. And if I make money and I hit my targets that I set for my own risk tolerance, my own real life, then I am happy. And this, so far, this portfolio right now, the live portfolio on the channel, we are hitting just that, right? We are hitting just that. That is exactly where I like to be. That balances my premium that I'm collecting from the market with a little bit of more, not a ton of risk in it, right? Some of you, and it's fantastic, great for you, right? Like you're going for those 4%ers, 5%, 6%ers. And like, I just gotta listen. I'm praying for you, fam. And I mean that real nicely because it works until it doesn't. And if you're working without a strategy in place, you will get burned, right? The best part about like selling options and collecting premiums for the market is that this fits around real life, real faith, right? Real fitness, whatever else you want to do in your life, real work, balance, like all that stuff, right? That is the point of this, right? And if you are a newbie to this whole thing, or you're somebody that's a veteran, click the first link in the description. You'll learn more about the Ark options. Basically, what I do here with the portfolio and why I actually use Fidelity here is because I get the cash secured put interest. There's a whole bunch of stuff that it goes into. I'm not going to divert again on this, okay? But with going back to SoFi, we could see we are trading towards this top of the Bollinger Band. We are still set up very nicely for covered calls, in my opinion. Now, do I think we're going to have a retraction? Yes, I absolutely do. I think we are very, very heavily overbought still on this RSI. Listen, what goes up will come down eventually. It might not happen in our timelines that we want, but for me, I'm most likely not going to continue running the wheel on this anymore, guys. Like I'm just being real. Why is that? Well, number one, some of you might be thinking, Pete, well, you're going to miss out on gains, right? SoFi, you said you're real bullish on SoFi. You believe in it. I do believe in SoFi. I'm very bullish on SoFi. I do think this stock will continue to climb. I do think there'll be bumps and bruises along the way, of course. But with that said, right now, like if I took assignment like at 21 or 22 on SoFi, and then it has a pullback, I wouldn't be able to do covered calls, guys. Like I would be totally screwed. Like I would totally be screwed. So for me, when I'm selling options, I'm waiting for the setup, right? I'm genuinely waiting for the setup. Now, there are good setups out there. Like for example, like one that I love is Palo Alto Networks, right? Just fall off an absolute cliff the other day down to 176, right? So it has had some big moves, right? QCOM, another stock that I love a lot, right? Just has been just dropping like a rock after earnings. And these are great companies that are, in my opinion, right? That's my opinion. Go do your own research, right? Are great setups for some cash secured puts. So there's always opportunity out there. You don't necessarily have to stick with the ones that everybody is talking about, like the Metas or Nvidias, right? Because those, even though they are great companies, if you should have a buy and hold portfolio, right? Like I do have a weekly buy and hold portfolio for all of my Vanguard funds and stuff. Like that's where I'm going to get exposed to all the Mag 7 stuff where if they're not set up nicely, I'm not going to sell cash secured puts on it. Like some of the ones, again, I'm looking at as, Qualcomm, obviously Palo Alto, right? We got P&G, right? Like who's going to complain, guys, about holding P&G? Somebody in the comments. How can you hold, like, come on, like all of you watching this right now, you have PG products throughout your house and some that you probably don't even know that PG owns. So these are set up nicely. If you don't know why, the reason they are set up nicely is because we are trading below the Bollinger Band or towards the bottom of the Bollinger Band. We usually, when we see that, we're going to get a great premium, right, usually. And number two, and most importantly, we're able to dollar cost average in at a better price, right? So like if you did some cash secured puts when it's 160, the 150s would be worthless. Now, if you did cash secured puts on the 150, right, you'd probably have a great ROI on your collateral. Now, obviously, go do your own research on any of these stocks that we're actually talking about here, but that's the way I look at it, guys. That's the way I like to look at it, because if you get stuck, right, like let's say you did like a cash secured put, right? Like, okay, look, this is actually a good example. Like, let's say you did a cash secured put here, right, for Procter and Gamble, right, and then you got assigned at like 165 or something, right? Like, you've just been like the covered. I mean, they would still be there. The 165, you might have to go out further on expiration, but you'd be having a bad time right now if you got assigned at 165, right? Like you got assigned at 165. Like let's say you want to do like the 166s if they're available for your covered calls, you probably wouldn't even be able to do them right now if you had if your cost basis was 165 right now. You wouldn't be able to do them. You wouldn't get any premium, and you'd just be stuck there. That's fine, right, if you're bullish on PG, and also we're still collecting a dividend from PG as well, which is great, but you might be having to go out 3-4 months just to get the 165s or even the 166s. Forget about even the 170s on a company like PG. That's why this game is all about patience. I can't stress it enough. We're not day traders. I'm not a full-time trader. I'm just patient. I got my watch list of companies that I love, right? I wait till they're set up nicely. If anything has fundamentally changed in the company, obviously I'm going to be looking into that. And then I'm going to be doing my cash secured puts towards the bottom Bollinger Band and then doing my covered calls. And that's why with SoFi, I'll get back into this. But the only time I'm going to get back into this is when we're trading back towards this bottom Bollinger Band. Guys, if you want to take your option selling to the next level, or if you're a newbie that wants to get into collecting premium from the markets, click the first link in the description of today's video. You're going to learn about what the Ark Options Strategy is. If you like what you hear, we have a private invite-only community. We speak to every single person that we allow in here. You'll be able to book a free call with us. No toxicity. Everybody is financially stable. This is a game where, hey, it takes money to make money. So if you want to learn about this incredible mastermind and mentorship, click the first link in the description of today's video, guys. Remember, guys, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I'll see y'all tomorrow.